up again, Olele! What a game! What an afternoon! I mean, what a game! I say what a game! What an absolutely fucking foul, terrible game, to be honest. But the result of it, it's the most Newcastle United thing ever. You know, we can't do things the easy way. We can't just play our game, get an early goal, get 1 or 2 goals, cruise through the game, see it off nice and simple. No, we have to do it. We have to go around the houses, get from A to B, but let's go by a bloody X, Y and Z. Why not? It's the Newcastle United way to never, ever, ever do anything simply. And today was a perfect example of that. We qualify for the Champions League, but that is on the back of a 1-0 defeat against Everton, who have literally nothing to play for. Credit to them. I think they played the better football today. We had some opportunities, we had some chances. It was a game of little quality, little excitement. It reminded me a lot of the 0-0 earlier in the season at Woodison Park. But yeah, congratulations to Everton. They get the 3 points. It means absolutely nothing. Fuck all to them. They can't go up, they couldn't go down. A nothing sort of situation. But the nerves were all around St James's Park. The nerves were clearly in the players. And yeah, you could just sense it, an absolute and utter mile off. And it just, I don't know, it affected them. Isak didn't really have a kick. Gordon didn't have his best game again by far. And we finished the season with 2 defeats. But we were not to be denied. You know, we've had a strange season, 12th in December. Some strange home results against, you know, your West Hams of the world. Today was another example. You know, you go away, you beat Arsenal, 3 times this season. You can go and get results against Nottingham Forest. You can win a cup. You can break the hoodoo. But then you have these strange results just dotted throughout the season. And I mean, shouldn't you know? If you put some of these strange results into wins, you just don't know where you finish. But ultimately, it didn't really matter. I said before the game had even started, I put on social media today, this season has been the best season for me ever, because it's the first season that I've been alive that we've actually won a cup. So you could not, no matter what had happened today, you couldn't take the shine and the gloss and the sheen off this season. It was already an absolutely fucking brilliant, amazing season. The voice is still a bit sore. But I was talking about putting a cherry on top of the cake by getting the 3 points today and securing Champions League. But ultimately, securing Champions League by any means necessary would put the cherry on top of the cake, and that is what we did at the end of the day. Great scenes after the game. We had Sandro over right in front of us as well at the death, which was really, really nice. Him and his girlfriend came over with his Player of the Season award. That was absolutely fantastic. But the songs, the laughing, the joking, we could all laugh, we could all joke, we could all have a good time, despite the performance, despite the result. Because, you know, like I said, the cherry was put on top of the cake. And next season, Newcastle United will be in the Champions League. It's not going to be an easy draw. We will be put full marks again, I've no doubt about it. But, you know, Champions League 2 seasons out of 3. And in that other campaign, we were very, very close to getting into Europe of some variety. Just shows the journey that the club has been on in a short, you know, period of time. From relegation battles, from penny pinching under Mike Ashley's days, you know, having Steve Bruce and the likes, to now Champions League qualification, you know, fight for European competition season in, season out, and who knows what we can do. Clearly the squad needs work, clearly there needs to be additions. We've got an absolutely fantastic first team, but as we've shown recently, when we've got the injuries, the squad players that we've got to come in just aren't of the required quality. There needs to be training. It was nice to see today only 1 goalkeeper on the bench, things like that, having 2 keepers on the bench. It's just far from ideal, and this summer has to be about bringing in the quality that we need. Can we improve? Can we upgrade here and there? and then improving the squad so that we've got a balanced squad. You know, we haven't got 5 goalkeepers but not enough strikers. That was a classic example. And it's about making some bold decisions, the likes of Callum Wilson, you know, more than likely to take his last game for Newcastle United, about bringing in a decent you know, back up to Isaac. It's about retaining players as well, keeping our best players, you know, bringing in 1 or 2 more quality players, and then on top of that improving the quality of the squad so that you know, we can look to compete on multiple fronts next season, including, you know, European games as well. So that's the plan, that has to be the mission. Today was one of them days. We played shocking. Everton deserved the points, there's no doubt about that. There'll be no complaints from me based upon that. But the cherry is on top of the cake, and that's all that really matters. So any Everton supporter said, we beat you, this, that and the other, and you finished 13th, it was an irrelevant, pointless, nothing on it game, and we've got Champions League football after winning a cup. So, you know, whatever floats your boat. I don't really give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. For me, like I say, it was all about just finishing the season off. And, you know, although we didn't get the victories at the end of the campaign, all that matters is the success, the result at the end of it, and that is the League Cup banked. It's in the trophy cabinet, and Champions League football for next season. Who the hell we will get? It's going to be an exciting summer. Squad rebuilding, Champions League draws, some great friendlies to look forward to as well. And I will leave it there. There's more videos to come throughout the post. Everything else continues on across Magpie 24/7 over the summer. Thank you for your amazing support. 182,000 people supporting Magpie 24/7, and if those 182,000 people could hit like on this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, it would be much appreciated. Myself, Carl, and the rest of the lads, massive thanks. We've got things planned to improve, constantly looking to improve the page, improve the experience, improve the graphics, and how things, you know, look and everything else, and bring 1 or 2 new things, you know, to the ballpark next season. But that is for another day. Champions League, absolutely and utterly fucking fantastic. Cannot wait. Champions League nights were up there with the cup final. They were that good. PSG nights and stuff, beating PSG at home, absolutely obliterating them. Definitely up there atmosphere wise for like the cup final and stuff. So I can't wait for more of that. But I will leave it there. Take care, keep it tuned, and I'll speak to you later.